it's getting a type or a variety that will grow in the Northern Hemisphere. So an awful lot will grow in the hotter, drier climates, but not many, or not as many, will grow in this kind of northern, damper, cooler climate.
Yeah.
So I think, given time, they'll come through plant breeding that's going on in Europe and in the UK and things. But at the moment, it's a lot of trial and error to see what will work and what won't.
And Ben mentioned the idea of diversifying earlier. Do you think now, and especially, with both your backgrounds having been in agriculture and farming over here for some years, do farmers on the island now need to look to do more of this in order to sort of survive in the sort of climate the way it is now?
It's not for everybody. It will lend itself to some people and to some places and to some businesses. But it's not, diversification isn't everybody's cup of tea. So it's hard to say that, yes, they should be doing something else. Because what goes on inside their farm gates is down to them. But it's got, there is a lot of potential to do more across the Isle of Man, growing different crops and adding a lot of value and replacing imports. It's surprising probably how much less we do now than probably what we did 20 or 30 years ago.
So it's changed a lot in that time, the farming industry.
Yeah, I'd have said so. There was an awful lot more vegetables growing at one time on the island than what there are now. But and we could replace those imported vegetables with Manx grown vegetables, but we don't. And some of that is about probably taste and consumer habits. A lot of it, people want it prepped and ready meals. They don't want to scrub a potato and...
It's the convenience nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's obviously having an effect on the industry then.
Yeah, I think it does, because it limits what they can do, and it limits the sort of value that they can bring in into their farm business. So it's finding an outlet to be able to add value, because, like I say, if you go to the UK, a lot of these places are colossal businesses. They've got access to public and distribution networks, and one farmer hasn't got access to, or hasn't got quite the same access route to millions like one farmer in the UK would.
Yeah, I can imagine. In some ways, I suppose it's very encouraging to see the likes of the food assembly, which are now sort of, it almost feels like there's maybe a turn back towards people sort of appreciating what we have here on the island, slowly but surely, I suppose. Definitely. You are going to be able to buy this quinoa at the food assembly. Just tell people how they can do that, because you have to order it, I think, in advance, do you? Or?
Yeah, you have to buy it on the food assembly website.
Yeah.
Go there and place your orders. Shortly, I think, if it's not already shut.
I think you probably already do it, yeah, if it's for Wednesday's one, but we'll put all the links on the blog afterwards.